Aloha, it's Dave Lawrence, and I hope you're doing good. Today we have a very special guest. He's gifted, a passionate artist. He comes from a musical family. His father even played keyboards for Frank Zappa. In addition to his role fronting one of contemporary rock's most important bands, he's an aspiring actor and a successful solo artist. His band's new record is Korn III, Remember Who You Are. It's a pleasure to spend some time speaking with Korn vocalist and frontman Jonathan Davis. Aloha and mahalo, Jonathan.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, dude? Thank you for taking some time for us.
Hey, it's no problem. I love doing it.
We really appreciate it. And you're in, as we get to talk to you today, Indianapolis, is it?
Yeah, I'm in India. Just got in playing a show here. It's the biggest tour of the whole, or the biggest show of the whole tour. Played over 20,000 people. It was insane.
Is the energy different? I'm assuming it is from you mentioning it when you have a larger crowd.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. When you got that many people in one area, you definitely feel the vibes off of them. So it was a very intense show.
That's really happening. Well, before we get into the new record and some of the creative promotional projects that go along with it, I just wanted to, if you could sort of go over your own experience with Hawaii and any connections that you and the Korn organization have to the islands.
I love the islands. I actually got married there, and on the Big Island in Kona.
Your most recent wedding.
Yeah, and I go there every year for my honeymoon. I just relive it over and over again. I love it. I love the people there. I love the island. It's such a great, amazing vibe there.
Wow, every year you go back to the Kona area.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Which place, do you remember the name of it?
It's at the Four Seasons there.
Good for you, man.
There's a nice, amazing resort there, and I don't know. It's just something. I love going there. It makes me recharge. There's something about the vibe there that's magical, like we'd say.
Yeah, it definitely is. Or how familiar are you with other islands?
I haven't been to any other islands. I've only been to the Big Island, so if I ever get time, I'd love to go travel to the other islands and see everything.
Well, we would love to have you here on Oahu for sure, bro. I'd love to take you out for some good chow here in Honolulu.
Yeah, I bet there is some good chow there.
Yeah, so because I looked it up, you've never played here then? Korn has never played the islands?
No, man, we've tried so many times. We want to book shows and motors, and it never works out. I'd love to play Hawaii.
Well, we would really love to have you. And you don't, and no one in the band and the organization owns houses out here or anything?
Mm-mm. Nope.
That's cool. Well, a fresh one for everybody. And I can tell you what, dude, if you came to Oahu, there'd be a huge audience here for you. And I know that, how many times, so every honeymoon, are you back on the Big Island? Is that basically your routine?
Yeah, well, that's what I like to do. I've been there 5 times.
Wow.
I just go to the hotel and hang out, throw around the island a couple times, and that's about it. You just chill out there.
You dig the volcano?
Yeah, I went to a helicopter ride to the volcano, saw the lava spewing out, and that's pretty much it. I just lay low and just enjoy the sun and the ocean. I love the ocean.
Yeah, that's a lay low place. Neil Young lives over there on the Kona side too.
Wow. Yeah, that's a place when I just retire and just live life slow. It's great.
Dig that, man, for sure. So 5 times here on the Big Island, plus you were married, so that would encompass your entire Hawaii experiences, correct?
Yeah, I know there's a lot more to offer than that.
That's cool. No, it's good to know. Because I know a lot of people would really love to see you come out here and play. I see Japan is ahead in the fall. Perhaps you guys could, maybe you mentioned your people, a stop here along the way.
I've been trying, bro. I swear we're trying to, after Japan, do a stop off there and do a show. It's just, people got to bitch to promoters to get us, the promoters to bring us over.
But are you really trying?
Dude, we've tried so many times, it's just crazy.
Well, it's good to hear, though. To hear that there's effort, at least, is rewarding.
Yeah. We've tried and tried, so.
Well, Right now, you're out. You're on the Mayhem Festival, and the record is just out. Congratulations, by the way, on the big response and the first week at #2. Very cool.
Yeah, we're really excited, man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. And take me back to coming up with the whole crop circle idea. I've been so impressed with the whole Korn Live The Encounter event. I just watched the entire thing again today. Where did that all come from, Jonathan?
We were huge fans of Pink Floyd's Live at Pompeii.
Mm-hmm.
And as people who don't know what that is, Pink Floyd back in, it had to be in the early 70s, played a show in Pompeii, and it was just their crew, the sound guys, monitor guys, and them in this little arena in Pompeii. And it was just an amazing thing to see. It was just them, no crowd, anything. And big fans of that. So we always wanted to do something like that. And we tried other things. We were going to go play on Easter Island, and we had all kinds of different ideas. And then the crop circle thing popped up. We actually, the cover for the Oildale single had a crop circle, had an R stamped in the wheat there. And we kind of came up with the idea, how awesome would it be to make a crop circle and play in it. And I did the kind of Live at Pompeii like vibe. And so we just ran with it, and my managers and Roadrunner, they all pulled together. It was crazy. The amount of work went into it, but we pulled it off, and we did this show, and it was a very magical show for us. The first time we just picked up instruments. I actually picked up guitar. First time I played guitar live with the band, and we did these long jams in between songs. We played a lot of the new songs, played some old songs, and it was just a really magic night, and we're really proud of it. It came out amazing.
Yeah, well, you commented on it taking you in a new direction. I was taking a look at your site where you basically say that something like, I don't think we'll ever be the same. And also Floyd, just so you know, that was one of my favorite Floyd recordings. That was 1972, I believe, 71, 72. It was right after Metal, right before Dark Side. There's a bunch of Dark Side stuff on there, a little bit of the Metal stuff. And that's so cool that inspired you.
Oh, dude, I mean, Floyd's one of the best bands ever, big influence for us. I mean, you wouldn't hear it, but just liking what they do. They're so far ahead of their time, and just an original, amazing band. And so we've been influenced by the jam aspect of that band, and we've been doing these jams. And like when you see on the TV show, nothing was pre-rehearsed. That was all just off the top of our heads, just going for it. And we came out with some pretty cool stuff.
I love the version of Let the Guilt Go on there, slamming.
Thank you.
That thing is definitely beefy. And were you there when that company that you guys hired did the crop circle?
Yeah, Circle Makers. Yeah, they took me out. They actually showed me how to do it, and I've stomped out a couple of circles so far. I kind of got the bug. I like it. It's relatively simple to do. I mean, it's backbreaking. It's hard work, but the actual, you make the design, you plot out, your measurements, and it's basically a steel rod in a cloth tape measure and a 4-foot board and some rope, and that's all the tools you need.
Dude, the bit I'm seeing in my head is crop circle Hawaii, bro.
For anything out there, I will go out there and stomp it, but I don't want to get busted by the farmers. They don't like that too much. But
you did it right there in Bakersfield. Was it just rented property that you did it on?
Yeah. We found some mature wheat fields when we approached the farmer and asked if we could do it, and it was all in. We had to pay for the crops. We destroyed some of his crops. We had to pay for that, but he was down. I mean, I don't think that was the first crop circle in a long time in the United States, to be honest. I mean, they're really big in Europe, but not so much in the United States.
Yeah, I've noticed that from stuff I've seen on TV. What's your take or belief on, speaking of crop circles, obviously the concept of extraterrestrials?
Oh, I totally believe that there's extraterrestrial life out there. I mean, it would be retarded to not think that this little speck of dust in this huge, vast universe, there's not something else out there. I mean, I think that there's definitely other life out there. Have they been visiting us? I don't know. I mean, I've seen lots of tapes and pictures, and maybe they have, maybe they haven't, but I believe there's got to be something else out there.
I just had to ask you that, considering I believe it as well. It is a frustrating thing, though, because you can't really say for, or at least I can't myself say, I absolutely know there is, but yet you think there is. You got to believe there is. Otherwise, the world seems, the whole universe seems doomed. If we're the top species, that's a pretty sad state of affairs.
That's pretty bad. We're pretty prehistoric compared to, I think, other species that would be out there.
Got to believe that.
We still can't get over just trying to kick each other's asses. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It is. You just said it, dude. You just said it. Dates on your tour that are coming up, the extended tour, not the summer necessarily, but just overall. You're going to be doing some Ozfest dates and Ozzy gigs abroad. Ozzy has been a part of your world for a long time. In fact, as long as I've been seeing Korn. And when did you first meet him, or do you remember getting to meet him?
I first met him in 95, the beginning of 95. The first tour we went on with him, and I was just starstruck, bro. I mean, I totally respect him, man, for what he's done. I mean, if it wasn't for him, there would be no heavy metal, no the Black Sabbath, everything like that. And I've always loved his solo stuff, and just, it's 5 guys from Bakersfield, California, middle of nowhere, and then we're out on tour with Ozzy Osbourne. It was pretty amazing. I got to talk to him. I got just blown away. I got to see him every night. And actually on that tour, him and Sharon came in a big old bucket of champagne and stuff, and they presented us with our first gold record, so it was pretty amazing. And then over the years, I've grown to have a great relationship with Ozzy. I look at him as like one of my idols, singing and just what he's done, and it's just so cool to hang out with him. And I still freak out every time I see him. He's like, Jonathan, how have you been, man? I'm like, oh my God, he knows my name. It freaks me out. Still to the day freaks me the fuck out. It's just, oh God, I can't believe, he's a great guy, great artist.
Yeah, no, he's huge. I was thrilled to just get to interview him once in person, so I can hear you adore him just as much. And would you say that you have a personal? Are you friends with him?
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's very cool, man. That's great to hear. I see on your interesting a few dates that you have with him overseas. One of them, which is kind of newsworthy in a variety of ways, you're going to be playing, and I don't know if it's your first gig there or not, you'll tell me, but you're going to be playing Tel Aviv, Israel, among other dates with Ozzy. And bands recently, Metallica, Elton John, Paul McCartney, and some others have defiantly gone ahead and played there despite a handful of vocal groups who have protested or canceled their dates in Israel as some sort of act of support for the Palestinians. Elvis Costello, the Pixies, Roger Waters among them. A little more Floyd talk in our conversation. Are you aware of this matter of canceled shows, and how do you feel?
I feel that there's always going to be war in that part of the world. No one's ever going to be happy. And I don't know if it's ever going to be good. But if I can go to that country and bring the kids there to have to deal with all that crap, a little joy, and so be it. Who am I to tell, pick one side or the other? I hear both sides, and I really just stay out of that stuff. For me, it's about going there and seeing those kids that don't get music that often and seeing how happy and how grateful they are for a band to come play. So that's my stance on it. It's just more about me making people happy and enjoying themselves than anything political like that.
No, it's cool, and it's a difficult issue, and you navigated the question well, but if I didn't ask you, I'd feel like it was like I didn't do my job, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I'm just down, for people. I play Israel, I play Palestine, I play everywhere, I don't care. Just to bring people, let them have fun. I don't feel like necessarily being American or from wherever you're at. I don't think those political things that, pertain to us when we go there to entertain those people. And we've been in some really scary places. One of them would be Jakarta, Indonesia. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Really hardcore Islamically run countries. And, there's protests and there's this and there's that. But when it all comes down to it, the kids are happy, so it makes it worth it to us.
That's interesting you say that. What was frightening in Jakarta?
As all the kids loved us, all the dirty looks from the older people. They just hated us because we were infidels, basically.
So you could feel it.
You feel it, man. I mean, I remember, because we go through different customs. We flew in on a private plane, but then our crew coming in customs, and they straight up say, we don't like you, we don't want you here, but we know you have to be here. Straight out, hate your guts. I'm not doing anything for you. It's pretty sad that we're like that. But,
Damn.
you know, you go and do things for these people. They don't have stuff done. I mean, I always get crap when we go to Venezuela because of whatsoever. When we come back in the country, they see a Venezuelan stamp in our passports. Oh, you've been done. They got to go this way, and they give you crap. Well, why you been there? What's going to give you Serbia? I'm going there playing music, man. It's happy. Leave me alone.
Right.
Crazy. The world's crazy, man.
No, it definitely is. That's intense, though, just that you would say that, because you've been all over the world, and so the vibe is different, huh? There's that's something you don't really hear about, that behind-the-scenes kind of negative vibe.
It's the people and just the government or people in the power. But everywhere, there's one thing: kids enjoy music and the love that's going around, respect, and all this stuff on TV and everything else about this country being this way or this country being that way. It's all just crap, because I've seen it, and you know, it's crazy. It's the first time I went to Russia. Perfect example. I was waiting for people in line. I remember being a kid in the 80s and watching all that stuff on TV. Nothing like that. It's just the States. It's kind of like the Wild West there, but it was a great experience.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I had a teacher when I was like in 8th grade who took us to, he had a Russian wife, so every year he would take a group of kids to Moscow and Leningrad and a couple smaller towns. And so I went when I was just in 8th grade, so I totally know what you mean. When you go there, it changes your whole perception. It's just like a bunch of people. It's totally normal.
Yeah. It's the government thing all whacked.
Jonathan, are you moving around or something from where you originally were? For some reason, I'm getting like a little dropout.
No.
No, you're still in the same spot? Okay, I'll try to wrap it up. Let me just get a couple questions in there. I'm sorry?
Oh, it's all good, bro.
Okay, just making sure. When you were talking there, something I just, in your rap about the kind of righteous, equal opportunity entertainer that you are, and approaching of different cultures. Have you ever been a fan, or are you a fan of Bob Marley?
Yeah. I could throw on Bob now and then and just kick back and relax and listen to him sing. Yeah, definitely.
How about Ziggy Marley?
I don't know Ziggy stuff, and I know Damien, and I don't know what's their stuff. He had a lot of boys. Yeah,
he was a busy boy. I just bring it up because when you were talking, it made me think. I got to spend a bunch of time with Ziggy this year, and he was here in town. And one of the things, Ziggy's thing is, love is my religion. It's really like just a simple thing, and just as you talked, it was kind of like that's how he looks at life.
Basically, it's mine too. I guess I'm in the Love is My Religion group with Ziggy now. Yeah.
it just had that thing. I've enjoyed speaking with you, dude, and I really hope that there's an opportunity for you guys to work your way out here, and I hope you know that I'm grateful for your time and really do appreciate getting to pick your brain a little bit.
Oh, man, it's my pleasure, man, and hopefully we'll make it someday there, whenever the promoters or whoever that does this booking or all that stuff figures it out. I'd love to play for the people of Hawaii.
Well, we'd love to have you, and keep us in mind as you do stuff. What after this fall tour? Are there plans just to go back and mellow out in California, or are you going to be adding dates around the Japan show that we spoke about earlier?
We're doing Japan, and I know we're probably going to hit some more spots in the world. I mean, nothing's solid yet. I'll probably go back in the States for another tour, and then we'll be in Europe again for the summer festival. I mean, so we're pretty much be out until the middle of next year.
Okay, so you got a lot of room to maneuver in there. Well, let's try to make it happen. I would really appreciate it.
That'd be awesome, man.
You're the man. I appreciate it, Jonathan. I give you a big hug. Thanks for working with me through this stuff at this hour. And sincerely, dude, it's a pleasure getting to talk with you. I really admire what you do, and you are a really passionate guy. It comes across. Great job on the new record and the Encounter thing.
Thank you so much, brother.
You're welcome, man. And we'll keep in touch with you, and we'll hope to see you out here someday. If I can ever be of service, don't hesitate to look us up.
All right, brother, I will.
Take care, Jonathan. Be safe. Aloha.